coming to Portugal, and this is a kind of land that I recognize. It's terraced, it's irrigated, not always on perfect contours, but it makes me think that maybe that's Portugal or Brazil. Maybe that's where I got my ideas. Maybe that's why I think about farming the way I do. There's just a world to see here. The grapevines are used. You'll notice the tiles on the wall. Portugal's famous for that. Just have to let the camera run a little bit so it's going by so fast, but there's just so much to see and say that I guess I'll just have to film a little bit of it and maybe show you later. They like to border their patches. Do you see that with their vineyards? There's a word called a muro, which means a wall, but it also means a walled-in area. And all these houses have, well, not out here in the countryside, but in town, they all have muros. There's just so much to see. I'm going to have to give up the film on me. Look how black the soil is. I'm sure that makes a real big difference, but it's also, they've farmed it so intensely. There's the irrigation ditches going along the side. And if the ground hasn't been level, well, they've made it level by terracing. That field of hay is lodged, which is not a good thing. There goes an irrigation ditch. That's not a good thing. It makes me think, actually, that maybe this ground is almost too rich to grow hay. They've already cut their first, in some places, their first crop of hay off. I'd like to find a spot where, and see, this is going to be all grapes, which is less interesting to me. This is Porto. Of course, I'm interested in the close view as much as anything, but certainly that's worth taking in. I like those docks down there. They're hinged against the wall, so when the tide comes up, they swing up. And we're going right now across that really famous bridge for Porto. So we're not going to get to see the bridge because we're on the bridge. But there's another one. Well, there's several, or maybe that's that far one. Yeah, Porto is known for these bridges. And look at the ruins mixed in with everything else. I think we're on the most famous bridge, but you'll see them, as I said, more ruins. Over there you can see a train load of eucalyptus logs. Eucalyptus was imported here from, I think, Australia. And you can tell it's eucalyptus because of that exfoliating bark. These are rice fields. I found that out. Those are rice paddies. I'm in Portugal. I found that out from the woman that I was just talking to. She's from here, and she said it's only been about 30 years, but they had these. They drained them and they irrigate them from the dam back in Coimbra. How about that? That would have had me very puzzled. I don't know if I could have figured that out if she hadn't told me that I was looking at. I'd be looking at rice paddies. Look at that. In Portugal, that's so cool. While the train's starting up, get a good look at these tiles. Portugal is known so much for these tiles. They're like individual paintings that then later get fired.